The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee...
Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. A run for the quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's in open space downfield. Plows through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Slings it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Sun Devils are in the hurry up. He might want another play. Anderson will throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Looking for a gap. It's McKinnon. There he goes. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Anderson wants to throw. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sun Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Rushes on him. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 17 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Got it in the middle. It's Garner. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Anderson wants to throw. Buying some time. Looking to the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Smith. Still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Using his feet. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Trojans want to move quickly. Now on the move. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Back to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It's complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the back over the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he makes the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On the move. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And that one will give him the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Anderson will throw. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. This is a designed run. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sun Devils come to the line in a hurry up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bring in the heat. Puts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. On target to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback.
Headed to the end zone.
What the fuck? Bro, that's...
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Anderson will throw. The quick out.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now on first down from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fakes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Sun Devils come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Zings it complete to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Anderson wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
See, that's that gay shit, bro. That's that gay shit, bro.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin.
What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Nevada. Any change in momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Garner. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
For a first down.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.